Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our second stream of the evening. I'm the infamous JV Band JV, back in the mic for you guys here. We had Overwatch at 5 o'clock this afternoon. They had a huge win against Illinois College and MVEC 3-0 over the Blue Boys. And now tonight, BVU is back for some Rainbow Six Siege action. And tonight they are going up against the University of Alaska-Anchorage, the Sea Wolves. We're going up again against the Beavers. Again, this is NECC Week 1, 0-1, not even 0-1, just nothing, nothing on the table. Yes, 1-0 and 0-1 on the table for sure, winner and loser. But anyway, we are getting ready. Remember, everything is new. And we are getting ready to go. So, also for everyone watching at home right now, we will have a best of 3. So last week we had 3 best of 1s, but usually it's just 1 best of 3, and that's what we're going to have tonight. And in order to win one of those games, you're going to have to get a, you can think of it as a best of 13, but first 2-7 wins is what's going to be needed in order to take it home. You guys hear it from me every week, and you'll keep on hearing it because it's always going to be true. And while I got you here, for people that were at Overwatch potentially, or you know someone who was there, big shout out to you guys for being here tonight. And just big shout out for them overall. But big shout out to you guys that are listening and watching right now. We love to see it. And actually, we're currently having a little bit of technical difficulties from the Sea Wolf stream. So I don't know how long that'll be as we wait for that, but I'll keep you here, keep you posted, see what I got. Just in case we have any Sea Wolf fans that join the chat, big shout out to you guys. Hope you guys type in the chat. We love to see it. Cause I remember last week, Kansas State had some fans that were in here, fun talk and chat with them a little bit, even with our delay. Again, we have that delay just to make sure that I don't have any information being transported to you guys that are watching, but it won't really matter. I'm also not even anywhere near our players, so we never have to worry about that. And the BVU Beavers, right? If you guys remember how they finished NECC last season, they were top 4. I think I cannot remember, but I'm confident that they were top 4, and I think they placed 3rd in their NECC division last season. I think they were Division 4 last season, though, when I remember looking last. Though I can't really confirm that for you currently right now. Just pretty sure that they got 3rd place last season in NECC. I know they did it for one of them. But that is what they finished last season, and I think they're running it back Division 4? I think I'm pretty sure. Again, still uncertain, so if I get the exact division wrong, I apologize. I'll hopefully have that for you guys next time for sure. But for now, I'm just going to say they're running it back in their same division. Doesn't mean it's the same players, just the same division. Because you can always have all sorts of teams from all over the place that are coming in. And that's probably what we're going to be seeing here spring 26. And if we know anything about this Rainbow Six Siege team, we know that they are going to be fighting all season long. This is a team that never gives up, right? Sometimes we have some teams that, you know, they're not giving up or anything, but man, is it hard to come back. Smash Bros last night, boy, was it tough to come back. We were down 0-1. We brought it to a game 3 after narrowly escaping game 2. Couldn't take it home, but still being able to fight back. It was pretty awesome to see. Excuse me for that, ladies and gentlemen. Might need a second one.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
I think I'm good. All right. So we'll get you started. I would love to tell you this map name, but I would 1,000,000% be deafened while we do that. And I have to pause here quickly. I need to do something technical on IN. Give me like 30 seconds and we'll be right back for game 1, round 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm ready to go. Luckily, nobody has died while I was out of here. Again, I thank you guys so much for dealing with that quick. But we are back. We're getting ready to go, and that's gonna be the first kill tonight. We're looking at Blackhawk from the University of Alaska-Anchorage, the Seawolves. And then there is Farming My Land coming in right afterward to get one back. So 4-4. There we go. There's Blackhawk again. They're going to have a double kill. This is a big round 1 for the Seawolves. Number 1 Bozo. Sorry, that's a great name. Number 1 Bozo gets a kill, and we will go over rosters as soon as we're done here. Again, apologize for coming in a little bit late, but there's number 1 Bozo. They got a double kill. It's up to guys placed early on. The diffuser is right behind them. But it's going to be really tough to be able to jump back into the building and place that diffuser. Beaver's on offense first. I mean, obviously you guys can tell that. But that's what they're looking at right now. They don't see him. Again, can't really see through the wall. Hoping somebody peeks. 50 seconds remaining, so not necessarily bad amount of time. But a 1v4 is never very easy, and I don't know where Guy's Place is gonna go with this. But he's got to start somewhere. There we go. Little hand grenade, blow up the window, see if they can get somebody to come over. Again, walks over. But yeah, we have 20 seconds left. Pick up the diffuser. Got to do a little something, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter a whole lot unless we see the craziest and nastiest comeback ever. But yeah, getting shot. There it is. Number 1 Bozo has got him again. I think that's 3 kills for them in round 1. Looking at it, yes, it is. That is a big, big performance coming out from number 1 Bozo and the Seawolves as they take round 1. And so there again.
Defenders,
Locking
protect
in.
your bombs from being defused by attackers.
What do I need?
Bomb located by attackers.
Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had to figure it out one last time, and I have finally figured out. I had to do some streaming things on the back. Again, I apologize for going out here for a couple of seconds. Just had to be able to figure some things out, and I did. I am good to go. And so we are back. Ready for round 2. And the Beavers, they are down 1-0. They just really had a lot of unfortunate circumstances come their way last round. They were kind of grouped up together. Blackhawk had 2 kills early. Number 1, Bozo finished off the rest. Number 1, Bozo had 3 kills last game. Just a dominating performance from them. Which, again, puts us at the current predicament of 1-0 for the Seawolves. And taking a look around. Oh, sorry. I plan on getting rosters, but I still had to do some. Okay, I promise you guys can see the rosters, but I will go further in depth next round. I promise. I'm not joking this time. I actually should be good on the streaming end. And Blackhawk's looking on the stairs. Oh, that is a cool Ethno Narwhal. I think I'm just going to shorten that to Narwhal, ladies and gentlemen. Just so we're not, like, going crazy. And there is Coda, AK Coda. We're just probably, again, shorten that to Coda, but there's the Narwhal. Narwhal's going crazy. Does die in the process. For my land snags them, but 2 big kills coming out from Narwhal before they go down. And Coda, who was chasing Fully Hectic, also finds themselves down, but there's McGriddle with a big kill. Blackhawk falls. Man, we seem to be catching all yet none of the action at the same time. Farm my land. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Guy's Place is taking a lot of damage right now, too, as they're running away. The diffuser has been picked back up. Farm my land has the diffuser there. And they're going to fall right in front of them. There's McGriddle. An enormous double kill right after they already got one. That is 3 kills in round 2 for the McGriddle. And you want to talk about big performances. That is yet another one for the Seawolves. And they've kind of just been trading it back and forth. Last time, we saw 3 kills from number 1 Bozo, 2 from Blackhawk. And in this game, we saw 3 from McGriddle and 2 from Narwhal. So really just gifting. Everybody is getting on the action. Coda also with a kill. I thought last time maybe. No, they did not. They got close taking up Fully Hectic. All right, now let's get through these rosters as we finally get to at round 3. 2-0 again in favor of the Seawolves. Here's the first one. We're going to start things off with Blackhawk into Ethel Narwhal. Just go with the Narwhal here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, Bozo, AK Coda. We're going to just go with Coda and the McGriddle. And for your Beavers, we're running it back. There is Soul FM, Venish Mean, Farming My Land, Fully Hectic, and Guy's Place. Also, Mama T is back in the house. We love to see Mama T on stream. Another big shout out. Thank you, Mama T, for being here. You know you're the crowd favorite. That's just how it is. So thank you for being here. Bring the rain. Hopefully our Beavers can bring the rain. They are currently down 2-0 at the time that I got to read your message. And so they'll be having to fight back a little bit as they move on here into round number 3. But if it's anything like earlier this season, if you guys remember the NECC placement matches, they were up against the Carbon Crusaders, and they were down 4-0 at one point in that game and ended up taking it 7-5. So I've seen crazier. And speaking of crazy, Soul FM's already got their first elim of the evening. And we're going to be tied up 4-4 after Venish Bean goes down. Coda's got him in so... Oh my goodness. I don't know how they lived the C4. Oh, and they're taken from behind. There is Guy's Place. From the shadows. They are hidden in there. Soul FM just not a good position to be in. They were taking a lot of damage, and then boom, there was Guy's Place. And he was there to take him down. 4-3. Then another big kill going towards BVU. Have some poison out. I really think that the like sonar thing that Farm My Lane just used, that's one of the better things that I've seen teams utilize this season. I don't know. I just feel like because it goes through the walls, you can't just hide behind a corner and, you know, and just be waiting there. You can't do that anymore. So very smart. Again, also great at getting information. There's another one from Farm My Lane. Also, you can catch people that are like above you on the ceiling if you can't hear their footsteps. That is going to be a huge plus. And speaking of a plus, there's Soul with their second elim of the match. 4-on-2. They're working on a double kill with just a lick of health. Truly the definition of one shot, one tap. Blackhawk, not really near anybody. McGriddle, not really near anybody either. I think Blackhawk's just waiting near the bomb. Yep, you can see it there. There's McGriddle's. McGriddle's starting to lock in. They get down Guy's Place right before they go down. So the stealing one and then stealing another is fully hectic through the floorboards. Don't need to place the diffuser down. They're going to catch Blackhawk right under their noses. And cut into this lead a little bit. 2-1 after 3. When I think really helped out the Beavers there in that round. Just staying apart. Winning the 50-50s. First 2 games, they kind of clumped up a little bit. Lost a lot of people at the same time. It also helps that Soul did not die to that C4 that he got hit with in the back. Ended up living and distracting. Oh, I think it was Coda who threw the C4. So being able to distract Coda, Guy's Place takes him down. That was a huge swing of momentum there in that round. Because without Soul, that whole round becomes completely different. And so we'll get ready. Round 4 is beginning to go underway. Your Beavers just took a big round, but they'll have to be able to prove it. Can't just go one duck. Can't be a fluke. But still a great round nonetheless. They were able to just slowly but surely get the 50-50 balls, as we like to say, right? You know, obviously, if you guys have seen this stream before, you heard me say that before, but it is still true, and it will always be true. The signature JV Band JV term for Rainbow Six Siege. Because if you're going to take those gunfights, you have to give yourself the best advantage you can. Whatever that looks like for the situation. And so some more entries on the roof. We saw that a lot last round. Really like these these roof entries. If you guys remember, I was shouting out Mama T the last time we got here, and I'm shouting out Mama T again. Yeah, Fat Lady ain't singing. Yeah, that's for sure. Still a lot of Siege to be played here this evening. 2 rounds don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. I'm just waiting for somebody to drop in. There's the bees! The bees! I don't know if I've said that yet on a BVU stream, but that love that move called the I have coined the bees. And flashbanged. Soul trying to look for some damage. Oh, he's got him. Oh, and somebody's down. That is McGriddle. And he already snags his foot. Man, that's a tough way to go out. Little foot hitbox, but Coda is just on another level right now. Kills Soul, kills Vetterschmeen. Finally, he's taken out 3-on-3, but did a lot of damage before they went out. Mama T is going absolutely bonkers in the chat right now. Big shout out. I can't wait till you hear me say that one. Hey, but I love to see it. Never stop, Mama T. Never stop. Keep going. Guy's Place. just took down Blackhawk and is oh my god, they're looking for more. But yeah, that's what happens when you're looking at it a little bit too much. There is number 1 Bozo catching Guy's Place peeking just a little bit too far. Snags a kill, and with some, I don't know if that's thermal. It looks thermal to me. And, you know, at least you play COD, that's the color. It'd be thermal-ish. So, trying to just discern the opposition with some colors. It's Far My Land. Now they're shooting out. Walking in with Fully Hectic, who has the diffuser. So, this could be big. 27 seconds remaining in the round. Fully Hectic still using the drone. Oh, they got the bomb on site. That's for sure. As Far My Land puts it in. They're just putting out the distraction. Number 1 Bozo gets taken down by Fully Hectic. And then also Narwhal gets taken down by Fully Hectic as well. Beautiful distractions from Far My Land. Shooting out those really loud, really large sniper shots from the thermal. Thermal looking specs. I don't really know what you call it, but what I do know is that it put out a brilliant distraction which allowed Fully Hectic to get the double kill from behind, which even things back up 2-2 after 4 rounds. So first 2 rounds going to the Sea Wolves, next 2 to the Beavers. And if you wanted a tight, close game, ladies and gentlemen, look no further than this one here in NECC Week 1. This has been everything you can ask for early on. Just some great performances all around. I mean, we take a look at the stacks. Fully Hectic, yeah, has 6, 3, 3, 2, and none respectively. But Vedishmean, again, more of that support, more of that not in the box score type performance. So that's what Vedishmean is doing. And then McGriddle, number 1 Bozo, both got 4, 3, 2, 2. So very even split for sure for the Sea Wolves after 4 rounds. And let's get ready to go. McGriddle currently leading the team in, I guess, just overall points. If you're looking, currently 1,400 points. I'm not really sure what you would call those. If you guys know in the comments, let me know. That'd be, you know, slowly but surely every time we do a Siege stream, try to learn just a little bit more every now and then. Thought I saw something going on, but I think we're going to need to keep waiting a little bit. We are just over 45 seconds into round 5. Remember, round 6, after we're done with that, that is our quote-unquote halftime intermission. That's where we're going to switch offense and defense. My favorite. Again, that is to just let both teams play both sides. But when it's this close, you know, not really sure how much you need it. And some spikes being thrown by Far My Land on the stairs. I mean, that's where I would throw them. Some Home Alone type things right there. And Fully Hectic could get a big shot here if they see them. Oh, I think they saw the heads. I think they're seeing some peaks, but they don't want to give away their position quite yet. So, totally understandable. And Soul's going to go down the steps. And they're not turning around. They're going to shoot the security camera type thing. And now there's poison. So, Soul got to know that there's somebody near him. And Vedishmean, as Vedishmean, yeah, they're coming in behind. Standing behind the shield. That's a great idea. Barely missed it, but there was Far My Land. Taking down McGriddle. Vedishmean doesn't get him, but Soul takes down Coda. I don't know if that's who they were going up against. Right there. I think it was the assist from Vedishmean. Soul with the big kill. And Fully Hectic. They get taken down. And they have the diffuser. That's going to be big. Because now with just 30 seconds left, you either get 3 kills or you pick up the diffuser and you have to get in there. Soul trying to get the kill. He does. There's Narwhal. 4-on-2. Vedishmean falls. And both Blackhawk and number 1 Bozo, they are just standing and sitting away. They do not want any confrontation right now, mainly because they don't really need to. Oh, until they do, they're going to get 2 kills. Fully Hectic did get Bozo, but Blackhawk is by themselves with 2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to be it for... No! What? Oh, I guess we're going to get another couple seconds. I'm not really sure what was going on. I think maybe someone was currently planning the diffuser. Had to be what it was. Seawolves are going to go down in a crazy scenario. I didn't see the diffuser, but to be fair, I probably just missed it. And so the diffuser must have been planting. That is why when the time ended, the round did not end, and which allowed our Beavers to take it home.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
And now they've won 3 in a row, so a big rally from them could potentially push us to a 4-2 advantage going into the halftime intermission. And this has just been, I mean, neck and neck. You want to talk about close games? That round was just as close, if not closer, than anything we've seen so far. As the Beavers were able to get the diffuser with just like, had to have been under 5 seconds remaining. They start the diffusal process, you know, again, of planting said diffuser, which allowed the game to continue to be prolonged, and that is it. That is all she wrote. That is a wonderful sequence. And now we'll head into round 6. Again, this will be the final round before we reach our halftime intermission. And we've seen the last couple of rounds some roof entries, all in pretty much the same spot. You can see this this wood hatch here in the corner that Guy's Place is going to. That's been the key to most of these Beaver entries. And kind of a similar beginning, but I think what they're doing, they're shooting down, trying to cause maybe some distractions for the Seawolves, and then maybe have them think they're going to come in the same way again, but swap it up. I'm not sure. Again, this could be potentially the final offensive round for the Beavers. They will not be able to get back to it unless we move to an overtime period, which could go that way right now, even though kind of a slow start for Gold Team, and then they were able to kind of find their footing, and they've been great ever since. Again, that is 3 straight rounds in a row. McGriddle looking up, not finding anybody. There's Finding My Land, shooting upside down behind the or into the window, excuse me. Soul's in a huge dogfight. Bullets flying everywhere. Soul trying to get him through behind. There's Guy's Place. They came in after Soul, and they are going to get another kill. That is 5-on-3, 2 men down for the Seawolves. They got to be wary of any traps, any just suspicious jumpings. I'm not really sure what other word I would use there. And Soul, oh, he tries to crouch down. Akota, they try to get him, but Soul was not having it. They're gonna get another kill. And no one, Bozo. Oh, they tried to step up on Hectic, couldn't get it done. Guy's Place just circling in. Big offensive rotations through the rooms, and that's another one for the Beavers. Give them 4 in a row. 4-2 your score. Or halftime intermission. And man, everything since round 2 has just been crazy for BVU. And Alaska-Anchorage, this is a good team. We saw them win the first 2. But as soon as the Beavers adapt, they have not quite been able to adapt just as good against them, or against the opposition since then. And they've had some really close rounds. But it's all about the positioning and the rotations. And right now, it's not even that they're doing bad rotations by any means. But man, the BVU rotations through room to room have been so good, especially in round 6, the one we just saw. They have been going crazy. And so a short break in the action. We're going to come back. This is currently round 7 and no switches from either team in terms of personnel. Everybody's staying back in and we are going to be ready to rock. Big shout out Mama T. We'll take it indeed. I think they just saw the I think she just saw the round where had the time extension with due to the diffuser. That was, oh my goodness. You want to talk about one of the cooler rounds that we're going to see tonight. That might be one of them. I mean, it was pretty awesome to see. We try to get hype anyway here on stream. JV Van JV. I try my best. You know, we can only do so much, but we love seeing great plays like that from our Beavers. And we are just 15 seconds into our second half. And while I got you here, Siege, I think they played last night. They got a big win, I think. Unless I'm mistaken for Overwatch last night. No. Oh, maybe not last night. I'm not quite sure. We did have some big wins last night. I think COD had a win. I'm not quite sure. I wanted to stream that, but I just did not have enough time. And we'll get back some more Beaver esports after this round. But Fully Hectic is already down for the count early on. And we'll have to wait for them to come back. Blackhawk going to absolutely obliterate this window. There it is. They're upside down trying to conceal themselves as much as possible. Great way to enter. McGriddle took some damage. I don't see any Beavers around here. But still took damage. There's Soul. Oh my god. These C4 placements. I don't know if you guys have been here the last couple of weeks, but these C4s for BV, especially Soul, but for BV in general, I have seen more C4 kills in the last like 2 weeks than I saw like all of last year. It is just, I don't know if this is the new meta where you just start throwing out C4s, but there is another one to be added to the total. There's so many C4s out there. It's really crazy. And Mama T saw the right before halftime break. You know, the biggest Vetterschmean supporter out there. Gotta stay alive indeed. That one just a few minutes ago. Guys Place taking down McGriddle, but there is Narwhal taking down Soul. Guys Place is gonna have to start running away. Vetterschmean. Guys Place. Mama T wants you to survive, Vetterschmean. You gotta be able to do it. And they're gonna take down Coda. Narwhal takes down Guys Place. It's a one-on-one. And Vetterschmean, Mama T's watching. Gotta try to win this one. Remember, Vetterschmean has the advantage because Narwhal will have to try and place the diffuser at some point. Just when will it be? And the diffuser currently planted Vetterschmean. I don't know if they can make it there or not. They can't, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna get the kill on Narwhal. Let them plant the diffuser. They didn't. I don't know if Narwhal knew where they were coming from, and even if they did, wasn't able to get it done. There's Vetterschmean. Mama T, you're gonna love that here in a couple of minutes. That is a big one from Vetterschmean. They did end up staying alive this time. 5-2 your score. First game coming out of the intermission, and man, that is a big performance. I keep saying it, but it keeps being true. Coming out on the final just wire there. A one-on-one. Luckily, Beavers had the advantage in this 1v1 because the Seawolves had no choice but to either get a kill or plant the diffuser, and the diffuser just looked like the better option. And the GOAT Vetterschmean was there. They were able to get it done. Just their second kill of the game, but it couldn't have come at a better time. And looking at the rest of the kills, again, at least 3 for every person on Alaska-Anchorage right now, but 8 for Soul, 8 for Fully Hectic, 6 for Farmland, 5 for Guy's Place and 2 for Vedishmin. Who, again, we have had 7 rounds, and he has died 6 times. But you know what? It only takes 1, and Vedishmin survived for the first time all game. There in round 7, was able to confirm a victory. And so we'll start things up, but slowly, immediately gets taken down by Blackhawk. Coda and Blackhawk both taken down by Guy's Place. That is a double kill for them. Or did Fully Hectic get it? I'm not quite sure. Could have swore it was Guy's Place twice. But anyway, 2 kills regardless of whatever's going on. And a really fast start. Did he get shot through the little opening? I don't know, but Fully Hectic may have got him through the little opening in the garage door. That is a nasty angle. Fully Hectic's got a second one. Takes another one, Bozo, and the Seawolves. They move extremely fast in this round. I mean, we are just under 2 seconds, and already it's 3-on-1. We have had 6 deaths overall. That is a crazy beginning. Little bit of fire. What a play by Farmai Land. They're going to explode with oh my, the little opening in the wall. We saw that earlier. The little opening in the wall is gonna, I'm giving them the credit for the kill there. Going into the kitchen, they are setting fire to the kitchen, and we're not just talking about my cooking. And man, what a just, I don't know if you want to talk game sense. That's a lot of game sense from the little window in the garage door, which is causing fires in the kitchen. And now we have reached match point, ladies and gentlemen. 6-2. Your current score. And Mama T's going crazy. Shmeen and Yahoo with some question marks and some exclamation points. I going crazy. Yeah, go crazy. We'd love to see it, Mama T. Again, this is going to be round 9. It feels like every person from gold has at least had a clutch at one point or another this game. And everybody's really just been taking turns, making sure things are going good and securing the wins. But remember, I mean, we've had so many close games. Yeah, it says 6-2. This could very easily be a tied 4-4. Or even maybe possibly a 6-2 in the favor of the Seawolves. I mean, things could not be any closer as we are walking into match point. And Mama T, attaboy in the chat. Yeah, that was a big play from Vedishmin earlier. And we're having some technical difficulties, but that's not even from either player. That is really awesome and fun Rainbow Six Siege. Because both teams have their characters picked and are ready to go. Think we just gotta wait a couple of minutes while we got you here before I'll have a short break just for me. Just things going around so far with BVU Esports. As I try to, again, check our Instagram. Don't forget to go check out our Instagram. I don't know if we have a Facebook. I swear, I'm not trying to feel old if I say we got a Facebook, but for sure. And Instagram and a Twitter. I think we have a Twitter you guys can look at.
Attackers need to locate.
But for sure, no matter what, the Instagram, make sure you guys check that out. For all the latest BVU Esports news, updates, content, etc., that you guys are going to want to need. All right, last night, BVU Navy, they were streamed. They won a big 2-0 game against Thomas More. And BVU Call of Duty went up against Iowa's very own Clark University. which had a 3-0 win in Call of Duty. And Monday night, your Smash Team Gold went up against Illinois College in MVEC. Got a big win there. That is a 2-0 finish, but failed last night to Wartburg of all teams. Unfortunate. 2-1 loss there. I referenced it a little bit earlier. That was NECC Week 1. Don't worry, we'll see Wartburg and MVEC later this season. And we'll make sure, well, yeah, we'll play them again. That's for sure. Hopefully, we'll be able to get their number. Be prepared for that. Anyways, enough about seeing some other things around the esports teams. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled, Rainbow Six Siege match. Match point right now, as we walk into round 9. Mama T is loving what she's seeing right now, as she usually does from this Rainbow team. And trying to check in on the Seawolves. They are not going as fast as they did last time, which would make a lot of sense. Last time, I don't know if they were just going too fast. They just forgot to check a corner or two. I'm not really sure, but man, it was just a fry fest coming out from the Seawolves. Had a lot of players get taken out early, so not surprising to see them take their time on this. Oh, we got a pair of kills. Fully hectic. Takes down Blackhawk, and there's number 1, Bozo, who takes down Guy's place in retaliation, and they don't see him. Or maybe they do see him. I'm not sure. No, they do not see him. There's Coda. Retaliated by Farm My Land. They're going to get a kill. 2-3. Farm My Land trying to take another one before they leave. And they do. They're going to get a double. Oh, excuse me. They're going to get a triple kill. Farming My Land. 2 of those with the handgun of all things. What a crazy sequence from Farm My Land. I don't know how you find that. Oh, and they were ready. Soul was hiding behind the barricade. And as soon as they heard and saw them shoot the security camera, it was all over for Soul. 7-2 victory for the Beavers. And they're going to be able to get it done in Game 1 MVP Farm My Land. Boy, you should have saw what they just did. That triple kill to finish things off was one for the history books. Just a beautiful performance. Great stuff from Farm My Land and the rest of our gold team. And with that, it is currently 1-0 to your Beavers. They're going to need to do it again. They're going to be able to prove it if they want to take this night home. Again, this is week 1, NECC. You guys are watching BVU Esports, and we'll be back here in a couple of moments. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Siege content for you guys here shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back for game 2. And if you guys remember from last game, down 2-0 to begin things, and then won 7 rounds in a row to push it to a game 1 victory for the Beavers. Just had, again, big performances all around, not even just one person. Every single player for the Beavers and our gold team ended up getting in some good wins here and there, getting some big clutches, which allowed them to win 7 in a row. But things were really close. Alaska-Anchorage was there the entire time, and now that we go to layer, we might see more of the same, but this seems like a very large map compared to the last one. So anything, and I mean anything, can happen as we get ready for this. Also, I just want to thank you guys for being in the Twitch right now and for watching. I know it currently at the time that I got 9:58 p.m. This is going to 11 o'clock more than likely. So thank you guys for being here. It's going to be past my bedtime. That's for sure. Whatever ends up happening. So I just want to thank you guys for being here and for staying and for watching. I love to see it. I'm glad you guys are here, but I hope you guys love to see the great gameplay that's coming out from these Beavers. And let's look again at this map, the layer map. The one ginormous course. I don't know how you guys or anybody playing would be able to recognize where things are or remember, but that's just me. And currently, guys, please, he's got some sonar detection. I'm not really quite sure what's going on here. Maybe Soul's got some better information for us. As he plows through the barricade looking for somebody. He wants smoke. Soul is not going to take a no for an answer, it seems. Uh-oh, gets flashbanged. Might be in a bit of trouble. Doesn't see anybody. Takes out the security camera. There's somebody right behind him. Trying to figure out who this might be. I think it was Coda, but gonna have to just keep waiting. Again, we have the same rosters for both teams, so you won't have to worry about any name changes. But this first round, Beaver's just taking a while. Guy's place is really close to the bottom when you guys think about it. But still biding their time. They have over 95 seconds before they have to go do anything. Throwing out a couple of... I'm not really sure what that was, but it threw some smoke, I guess. Trying to confuse the opposition. Soul just waiting right in front, not going anywhere. Farmland shooting through the ceiling. Maybe Vedishme can get something to go. As long as they don't shoot Soul, that's probably what matters. Wait for the next peek. Oh, but there's Coda. Just way too fast. And that is one of those 50-50 shots we talk about all the time. Vedishme just could not get it to go, unfortunately, in this time. They get taken out. 4 on 5. Holy Heddick still has the diffuser. But things are just taking way too long, potentially, to get anything to go. Soul's in a big fight. Gets number 1 Boza. No! Number 1 Boza takes out Fully Hectic. Blackhawk goes down, excuse me. And the number 1 way to deal with these Riot Shield users is to throw out this poison. And that's what they've done again. Fully Hectic drops the diffuser. 10 seconds left. This is not looking very good. And a snipe, another one. That's Narwhal. Takes down Soul is Bozo. And yeah, this is just a big win for the Seawolves. They're going to win another round 1. They won both. They actually, yeah, won both round 1s in both games. So they love starting out hot. And that is another win for the Seawolves. It's been a while since we've seen them win. It's been 7 rounds since their last one. Can they hold on to it this time? here in game 2.
Defenders,
'Cause
protect your
Lair
bombs
could
from
just
being
be their
defused
map.
by attackers.
I'm not sure.
F-9 going
But if it does end up being their map, or maybe offense is just much better on this map than the last one, or excuse me, defense is way better on this one than the last one. We'll just have to see. But if you remember last time, Beavers, they were down 2-0, and they had to come back. They ended up winning 7 in a row, which crazy, right? Seven in a row at any point during a siege game is always super impressive all the time. But to do it after you've already lost 2 games and we're down on your block, that was the big difference between just good teams and great teams. Soul trying to shoot some security cameras, trying to just make sure nobody sees where they're going, or at the very least they don't want to get hacked and then have their sites taken from them. Fully headed. They're gonna see somebody behind that wall. Neat. Again, the drones can always just go into really tight crevices. Able to see things you might normally miss. About a minute into round 2, things slowing down a little bit, but that's all good. Beavers, gold team, they took a really long time to get things to go last round. Ended up biting them in the back a little, or biting them in the butt. That's what I'm trying to get. So FM gets a big kill. So now they have the man advantage with 1:40 remaining. Maybe they can do something about it. Last time just attacked with not a whole lot of time remaining. I think it was like 30 seconds or so. Not necessarily the most time. Not a bad amount, just not necessarily the most. Let's roll beads indeed, Mama T. Let's roll beads. Just caught that a little bit ago. We're getting ready for game 2. There's Soul trying to cause some fire and flames. Does just that. Venish being absolutely fried by Coda, who's now got a double kill in round 2. Things are starting to heat up. It's 3-on-3. And they get taken down. They had no idea Guy's place was anywhere near him or the room. And number 1, Bozo, getting healed, so they'll be able to survive with just a little bit of health, just a tad. And McGriddle. Oh no, McGriddle! I mean, yes, they're fried, but just like normally they would be, but that's not what you want to see. If you're the Seawolf, the diffuser has been planted, so BV can just, take on one more number 1 Bozo, and they get it done. 1-1 after 2. That's just a good, solid, clean round. Not a whole lot to say about that one, as the Beavers, they even things up here after 2. And will they be able to win 7 in a row again? I'm not seeing. So I think that would be crazy
Defenders, protect your bombs
if we
from
were to
being
see it
defused
again.
by
So
attackers.
probably not. Can they ride a round 1, or excuse me, a round 2 victory into maybe a few more? Get a string going. That for sure I think is 100% possible, especially based off of how they performed in that game 1. Again, 4 Seawolves, Narwhal, McGriddle, Cody, number 1 Bozo, and Blackhawk, and then for your Beavers, we got Guy's Place, Fully Hectic, Farm My Land, Vedishmeen, and Soul. Sorry, they are currently on some drones or something, or some security cameras, so we couldn't quite catch them. Anyway, let's begin. Round 3. This could be a deciding factor. Because Seawolves, they just need to establish themselves. They need to just get a big win, or at least come out hot and heavy. in order to establish some presence. Because it's been all, as soon as the Beavers win one, they win more. And it's been all Beavers ever since, until round one here in game 2. And Soul goes down early. That's what you want to see if you're the Seawolves. That is a great pick to begin things off. And they'll be looking to carry that into the rest of the round. Guys, please. Waiting and waiting. I thought maybe they saw somebody through their hole in the wall. Will this person peek? That is the question. And destroy the wall. Now it's just a clean one-on-one. Oh, and I don't think he's going to be able to see him. I think the wall and those canisters over there are just too much cover for that guy. Which leaves that battle at a stalemate for now. Again, we'll come back, maybe see if something develops. Guys, please, just walking in. They get a big shot. Farmer then goes down, and that is really not what you want to see. They take the poison out of their foot, but man, 3-on-5. Narwhal got the better of Farmer My Land.
I said, what's up?
And the bees are returning. Oh, but he's not even in there. In the other side of the room, there is a window behind those canisters. That's what they're getting at. Number 1, Bozo takes down Bedishmean. 2-on-5. 50 seconds remaining. Yeah, this is going to be one rough round for the Beavers. But Guys Place doing their best. They get one. 2-on-4. So not impossible. Certainly improbable, yeah, but not impossible. 35 seconds just holding these angles. Guys Place goes down. 4-on-1. Triple kill for number 1 Bozo. And Coda comes in to wipe him off. Clean it up. 2-2-1. Yeah, 2-2. 2-1. After 3. And that's another one for the Seawolves. They have tied their win total from game 1 already here in game 2 just after 3. If you remember all those close games that happened, close rounds that happened in game 1, should not be a shock to anybody that things are still evened up, as we are just a decent number of rounds into game 2.
Attackers need to locate.
All right, let's begin. We are back to the preparation phase, and boy, last round, the Beavers, they just had no room to move. Exactly what Alaska-Anchorage was looking for. I mean, everyone was stuck. We even had fully hectic, or Guys Place, one of the two. They were just stuck there waiting forever for something to happen. I think it was Guys Place, actually, and they're hoping they could get a peek, but the angle they were looking at wasn't giving them enough info to know that there was someone behind them, someone behind the canisters. Like that, it doesn't seem like a whole lot when we take a look at it. We're like, oh, he's just holding this, taking some of the beats. But the full extent of those actions really made it difficult for the Beavers to get things done, as everyone was kind of stuck. Plus Soul leaving early in that round, starting the game with a 4-on-5 man advantage. Not what you want to see. But for Alaska-Anchorage, that's what I said earlier. You got to get out to that early lead. You got to be able to hold it. You can take the reservation, but can you hold the reservation? Wise words of Jerry Seinfeld. And so we'll begin round 4. Beavers just looking to tie things up. That's what they did last time, looking for more of the same. And as soon as they tied it up after 4, man, they were just on a roll. Wise words of Mama T, let's roll Beavers. But Soul goes down again. That is back-to-back rounds where just no value at all from Soul. And Farmer Land gets the kill. Takes a lot of damage doing so, but does get a kill on Coda. So I'd say a decent trade there, but man, no value from Soul yet again. Luckily, they were able to even things back up 4-4. Going into the rest of this one. Beavers locate the bomb site. Seagulls now have to, what you would presume, slowly make their way towards the bomb. Since now everyone knows where it's going. No one bozo. Blackhawk, I thought Blackhawk may have had potential to see somebody, but I think there's another wall in between. Hand grenade got tossed out. Didn't do any damage. We are under 50 seconds. And this is the strategy that sometimes it's great and sometimes, man, could be a little rough. Fully had to get damage. Now there's poison. Can't go for the poison. But they get him. No one. Bozo tries to go up the stairs. They get caught by Fully Hectic. So despite the man personnel, they've taken a lot of damage. Who can get the win? For my land. Gotta crouch. Cover those feet. Cover those cankles. Oh, some fire. A grenade. Dodging it all. But they're not going to be able to go through the fire and flames yet. Farmerland has to retreat. Under 10 seconds. Here we go. McGrid with a kill on Vedishmin. And Fully has it drops to the future. That's going to be it for this round. Another big win for Alaska-Anchorage. In this strategy for the Beavers, they wait way too long. And as soon as they try to get in, the defense was too good. Especially that fire and the poison. If the Beavers are going to wait, you got to make them wait even longer. In under 10 seconds, that Fully had to get shot, gets taken down. And that's another one for the Seawolves, extending their lead to 3-1. Their most round wins
Attackers need to
here
locate
this
and
evening.
defuse bombs.
And that is the presence we were waiting for from Alaska-Anchorage. Just too much space being taken up by them. And just nowhere for the Beavers to go. Again, as they were taken down. Just unable to move in. Great work by them. And now we're going to get back. All right, round 5. Beavers, they have to get a new way in.
So much for subtlety.
They cannot, I mean, again, they should wait. I'm not saying they should not wait. They should wait, but they just are down early. Soul has done nothing last 2 rounds. Just unfortunately been picked off. Not a lot he can do about that. Starting the game 4 on 5 forces the rest of the team to potentially take some fights they don't need, or they don't take fights that they probably should need. They probably should do. As I think we've seen both of those scenarios play out in the last 2 rounds. And for the Seawolves, just keep doing what you're doing. If they're not going to approach, what can you do to make it your choice that they're not going to approach? What these poisons, these fires, right? Those are the type of things that I like seeing to keep out BVU. And here we go. There's Soul. He does get value in this game. He gets a kill, but there's Coda immediately with the follow-up. Take down Soul. So 4 on 4. Just a trade. And Fully Hectic takes down McGriddle. But Guy's place was taking on retaliation. It doesn't matter. We're going to get a lot more kills. 3 on 2. Narwhal and Blackhawk are still alive as Narwhal takes down For My Land. Not even got any eyes on him. And there's another one. I mean, Blackhawk presumably takes him down. Oh, but Fully Hectic gets while he's running the building. Or, excuse me, running into that door. 1-on-1. Just everybody trading kills over and over and over and over again. We have 50 seconds remaining. Fully hectic. Started with the diffuser. Gonna still have it, but man, that is the disadvantage to having the diffuser and needing to play it late. Under 40 seconds. Trying to find A, either the bomb, or B, trying to find Blackhawk, and I think they did. Under 25 seconds. Now they're gonna blow up the garage door and go in from a different angle. Very smart. Oh! And Blackhawk, I believe, was ready for it. They were holding the angle. They were trying to peek. But that's a 50-50 shot taken by Fully Hectic. And a huge win for them. That is another round 2 BVU. 2-3. They are looking to even things up going into our intermission. As Beavers, they were down 3-1.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But that win just take a little bit of pressure off. So they can play just a little bit more relaxed. But that last round, boy, just everything happened for both teams. Immediately a 1v2 with Fully Hectic, I mean, narrowly snagging number 1 Bozo, I think it was. As they were trying to run away. That would have been huge if they were to live, but Fully Hectic got him, made it a 1-on-1. Just happened to win that 50-50 shot. That, I mean, super close. Insanely difficult to pull off from either side, really. Not even just Fully Hectic, but for either side, whoever would have won that would have been crazy, would have been insane. Mind-boggling stuff. So now we reach round 6. Again, the last before we'll switch offense and defense. Fully Hectic. Kind of just waiting around. Again, luckily nobody has died for either team yet. You know, usually within the first 30 seconds, last couple of rounds, we've seen a big death come out. But not quite yet. Vedishmin took some damage early. Coda, I think, had to run away a little bit. As they, too, took a lot of damage. We are waiting for some action. Guys, please. That is one funky angle that they got going on here. Hoping somebody goes and peeks. Not a bad strategy at all. Guys, play still looking, you know, just getting a little bit of report. They're gonna swing in, and they knew they were there. Guys, please. Oh man, she's trying to shoot the security camera. They gotta watch out. I don't know if they're still behind him. They are still behind him, and they do get him. Number 1 Bozo gets taken down. Guys, please, just narrowly surviving on what appears to be just like a 1-tap. Farmland land, look around. It says April on the calendar. Man, I wish it was. Just because, man, it'd just be a little bit warmer outside if it was April. Let me tell you. Coda gets taken down by Fully Hectic. Didn't get any eyes on that one. Sure it was really impressive. I'm quite confident. Fully Hectic. Oh, there's some fire. Yeah, fire in the room. They're gonna blow up this wall, and they're gonna go around again through the fire. Interestingly enough. No, they're not. They were thinking about going in through the fire. Not quite this time. Guys, please. They got eyes on somebody. They're gonna switch it up. They get taken out by just the canister being thrown? Yeah, crazy. Just the canister doing enough damage. To be fair, they were at quite low health. 4-on-1, another kill. Taken for the Beavers. Fully had to some chip damage, but yeah, this is going to be one rough outing for the Seawolves. 30 seconds left now. Time is not on their side. They are down 4-1. This could be an even game going into the break, but there's Narwhal. Takes on Vedishmeen. But we reach 15 seconds. There is the diffuser to be disabled. They have to get it done. Someone through the floorboards could see him. Gotta keep moving. 9 seconds. They get a... No, they couldn't even do that. It was a close gamble, but Soul ends up taking it through the floorboards up top. 3-3. Roll swap. Bans are cleared. And we're going to get things going. 3-3. Everything knotted up. And this is the type of performance we thought we were going to see. Because that last game, game 1, ended up 7 in a row for the Beavers. But man, it could have went either way. And now we're seeing what happens if it was either way. 3-3 after 6. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are still tuned in, love to see it. It is almost 10:30. And yeah, if you need to turn me down a little bit, please go ahead. I don't even know if I'm gonna make this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great game. This is a great performance. If this goes to a game 3, boy, am I glad that my classes are canceled tomorrow morning. Oh man, here we go. Coming in after the break. After halftime, I'm gonna need a little bit of water. Give me like 10 seconds and we'll be right back to your scheduled Rainbow Six Siege programming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And the Beavers will be on defense to start things up.
Prone to razor blue.
Reloaded.
And they will be getting things started for us.
Jammer ready. Reloading.
On the defensive end. And remember, because this is just...
Jammer ready to activate.
This is such a close game. I don't really know what we're going to have going on. But there's Soul with the big kill to start things up. Coda, he was just kind of waiting. And waiting as he does. Gets down Coda, who did not see him. A thief in the night. Mama T's finally back. Nice move. Guy's Place. Yep, Guy's Place had a great round last round. Oh, they got like a doctor's office kind of here. Yeah, they got everything here in player apparently. Waiting again, Alaska-Anchorage. They got a oh my days! Got a humongous weapon from Blackhawk that time. I'm not even sure what that was. It was pretty nasty, whatever it ended up being. Some explosives, no, I'm sure. 5 on 4. BBU Gold just trying to hold on. They're trying to shoot through the floorboards. If Soul would have hit that, that would have been crazy because I don't even know. He would have had to have shot through a wall as well as the floor in order to get that one. But tactically retreats, trying to get a new and potentially better angle for him. For my land, holding near the bomb. Not a bad idea. I think I'm gonna still keep waiting. Number 1 Bozo. Now they're gonna try to explode the door, but there's another C4 this time by Vetterschmied. And what Vetterschmied, I think personally, one of my favorite, as he goes down to Blackhawk, my favorite C4 user, because he throws it on the ceiling and destroys them from below. It is quite impressive to watch. There's Soul with another kill. McGriddle takes on Fully Hectic and gets another one. Soul's gonna be on the ground waiting. 3-on-1. McGriddle, or excuse me, 2-on-1. McGriddle trying to pull off an insane comeback, but doesn't have the diffuser. They would have to grab it and start placing it in about 3 seconds, or they get the kills, neither of which fall, and BV takes their first lead of game 2. I was trying to talk about some other things during that match. Unfortunately, my bad, ladies and gentlemen, but a lot of kills just all over the place all the time. Which, again, allowed them to get the win. First
Attackers need to
lead
locate and defuse bombs.
since, actually not even since, this first lead in game 2. Each team's going to need the other team's score if they want to take this home. Mama T is still on what she's seeing. Nice indeed. Again, I think that would have been to finish the round 6. I'm not quite sure when that would have been.
Jammer ready.
But we will keep on keeping on. 4-3 again is your score. And these two teams have been duking it out all night. And we might potentially have an overtime period getting ready to go. And just in case we do indeed have an overtime period, remember, it is just the first team to 8-round wins if we make it that far. Because overtime to start will be 6-6. And either it's 6-8 and it's over, or 8-7 and it's over, because they don't want games lasting forever, because that's what happens if you have to win by 2 sometimes. I've seen it happen. I've seen games last like 3 hours by themselves. Now, personally, if we do that here on stream, that would have been the greatest game of all time, apparently. would have been insane, but we don't allow that. Because we don't want to take forever. Here we go. McGriddle and For My Land both getting kills. Narwhal is the one to fall for the Seawolves. And some big fireworks to begin round 8. And we can see where Alaska-Anchorage is trying to come in from. Uh-oh, they could get a big peek if they're not careful. And they were indeed not careful. Coda takes down Fully Hectic. That's a kill. 3-on-4. And there's another one. There's another C4. Mama T, you had no idea that you just called it. But this time, Soul with a C4 to get another kill. And we keep getting these C4 kills. Keep them coming, Gold Team. Keep them coming. Bomb has been found. 3-on-3. Alaska-Anchorage has to find a way in. As Soul starts just a little bit of a fire. He's got a drone near him. Little helicopter drone. That's cool. Drones are just awesome. What can I say? I'm just like that. Soul trying to find somebody, can't get anything to go. Someone running up the stairs, I think. I'm not quite sure who it was. McGriddle's in a big, tough gun battle. Waiting to peek. Number 1 Bozo currently planning the diffuser. Or at least was. Oh, man. Headshot from McGriddle. Takes another one. Oh, my goodness, that's 2. That's three headshots. The last one by Coda. We're going to even things up. Nobody's going anywhere. 4-4 after 8. The Seawolves with a massive game. 3 headshots to end, and the 50-50 was not a 50-50 to end that for BBU. That is how you get it done. 3 shots straight to the dome.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
For
they can.
Alaska-Anchorage, and we are back to being tied up. This looking like it very well could go to overtime. Oh my goodness, this has been one fun night of Rainbow to commentate. I hope you guys are loving it, because this is some great quality gameplay coming out from both teams. I mean, I would assume these are some of the best teams in the NECC division this season. And if not, boy, this division is going to be one for the history books. Let me tell you, everyone's going to be right next to each other in terms of skill. As we begin, and man, fully hectic. What can you do? You shotgun your own teammate, and that isn't just an unforced error. You didn't have to do that. And now you just made it really hard on yourself to try and win this. Still completely doable. Man, you're just shooting yourselves in the foot. Or in this case, you're shooting yourself in the teammate. As we are just under a minute in. 2:10 remaining in round 9.
Drone spinning up.
Where will the Sea Wolves take refuge? It's going to be our question. Blackhawk looking around, searching, doesn't see anybody. I think there was a drone on the ground a little bit earlier, but doesn't find anybody. Able to take up some space. There's number 1 Bozo. They're gonna take down Vedishmin. Fully hectic, getting shot through the wall. This could be poor, and they get taken down. McGriddle has them. Soul comes in with some revenge, but down 2-4. This is going to be one tough problem to come back from. Sniped by Coda. They were just waiting for it. Yeah, this is just not a good round. It started off with a bad team kill, and it's going to end potentially here shortly. But Farmer Lane gets a kill. So never say never. 1v3. Farmer Land. I've seen crazier. And yeah, that's going to be it. Coda coming around the corner with a headshot. And all of a sudden, these gunfights are just not going in the favor of BVU. Haven't really won too many of them lately in these high tense one-on-one situations. And back-to-back rounds for Alaska-Anchorage. We're going to go into round 10. 5-on-4. And no, we're not talking about me. 5-4. Yeah, this very well could go into overtime. Both of these teams, they are fighting and giving everything they got. For this, and remember, this is just NECC week 1. If our Beaver Gold team ends up making playoffs, boy, I don't even know what that would look like if week 1 is already this intense. But we'll just have to find it. Mama T wants the Beavers lock in. Lock in, Beavs. Let's end this. No mercy. Mama T, sometimes I'm intimidated by how awesome you are. No mercy. No mercy indeed. I cannot disagree with you on that.
Jammer ready.
But just the way you say it. I got a long ways to go. But it's time to begin. We're going to start the action phase. It's round 10. Hopefully there's no TKs to begin this one. Again, TK. I don't even know if that's the right term. I'm just talking team kills. But we should be good. No fully hectic going crazy on this one. And the Seawolves are gonna, again, I would love to know when they're coming, or where they're coming in from. But boy, this map is just so large. It is hard to identify sometimes. What we could really use right about now. Some big C4 kills. Patented. They are tried and true from our gold team. They love to do them. And hopefully we can see another one. Bozo getting maybe close to the bomb. Again, my depth perception's not great. So there could be like three walls in between them. Oh.
Loading mag.
Oh, what did I even? How did I do that? Well, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to figure out what I did to
Deploying drone.
well, that's gonna be there for a while.
Reloading!
I'm not really sure how to get rid of this, unfortunately. There we go. All right, we're good. Still, we are just under 90 seconds remaining. No deaths until just now. Had to say something. Far My Land takes down Coda. And it's going to be a 5-on-4. Narwhal was in a bit of a dogfight, but it takes down Guy's Place. Ends up being the victor in that one. I thought Soul was maybe near somebody. No, Far My Land. Uh-oh. There's the C4. He is teasing the C4. Not going to do anything with it, but we know that it's been pretty effective all evening. There's fully hectic. That could be big. They take down McGriddle with a headshot, it seems. And they're still teasing me with this C4. Soul, either let it rock or don't show me. Double kill for My Land. Takes down number 1, Bozo. But Narwhal gets another kill. Oh, and it's too bad. Soul coming around the corner. Finds Narwhal. As you can see them walking through the hallway window thing. I'm not sure. It could have been a window. I didn't really get to see. Doesn't really matter. 5-5. Going into round 11. And we're all tied up yet again. It almost feels as though this game will never end. And I think Mama T just saw the something or another. She's laughing at us. I don't really know exactly what it saw back there, but I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it was awesome. As we reach again round 11, this is 5-5. Gold team was able to take the last one as they finally, again, these 50-50 really just going back and forth. How can you sustain momentum? Well, we're about to find out. Both sides need 2 wins. Remember, if you win 1 and then the other team wins 1, that will require overtime. Remember, 6-6 is overtime. And no matter what happens after round 11, it will be 6-5 in favor of somebody. Really hope if Mama T you're not, I just remember, really hope you're not laughing at when I put up the chat. I don't even know I don't even know how to put up the chat. And then I did. I'm really hoping it's not that. All right, let's continue. Vedishmin, throwing down some sonars through the floorboards. Not sure what they're seeing through there, but I'm sure it was valuable. Oh, everybody's being seen. Could prove detrimental potentially, depending on how much information Alaska-Anchorage just received. And there it is. There's Coda. Takes down Soul FM. That's been a big, just two people fighting all the time, right? It seems to always seem it is Coda and Soul. But Coda really getting the best of it lately. And there's another one. There's Coda. Takes down Guy's Place. 5-on-3. And their damage has been done. 4-on-3. Coda goes down, but not before they take down 2. Really hectic walking through their own poison. Vedishmean starting to come back. That's Vedishmean's 4th kill. Starting to go crazy now. 3-on-3. Vedishmean, Farm My Land. Fully hectic. Taking on Blackhawk, number 1 Bozo, and Narwhal. Fully hectic. Oh, they were thinking guns blazing. They're going to go for the fire instead. Maybe they can get something. Tactfully, they're going to go retreat. Fully hectic takes a lot of damage.
You've been through worse.
Not really sure who shot at them, as they were able to live. Vedishmean sees him. What can Vedishmean do? Drops the C4. Doesn't get it to go. The C4, which has been extremely reliable all night, not able to go down. There's Narwhal, takes down Vedishmean, and it is 2-on-2. 15 seconds left. Oh, we're going to get a big crossbow from Narwhal. No, not anymore. They were thinking about it. Blackhawk's in, going through the poison, firing, gets shot, gets taken down. They're going to get meleeed. And it's all Narwhal. They're going to get a second, but it doesn't matter. Time runs out. I repeat, time runs out. And no diffuser will be planted for the Seawolves. And we have finally reached match point. It is 6-5. Coming into the clutch. The Beavers, if they can win this, they will take it home and get a week 1 victory to push themselves to 1-0 on the season. But if not, stay buckled to your seats, because we will have overtime if Alaska-Anchorage is able
Protect your bombs from
to
being
win
defused by
this
attackers.
round number 12. And man, this is going to be one rough match. Everybody on both sides has been fighting insanely long. And the unfortunate part about games like these is that somebody has to win. We don't get to just watch it forever. But boy, what I would give to stay up till to stay up till midnight with a game 3. But I also want our Beavers to get a win. So would I really be mad at a game 3? I don't know. It all depends. For you guys at home, I know y'all want a big win. And that's what we're going to be looking for in this match point. How fast are the Seawolves going to come in? I would say more than likely not in this round. You don't need to go too fast and push yourselves too hard. This is a match you have to go to your strengths. You have to know who's hot. And where you want to come in. Minutes and 15 seconds. Thorn has been targeted.
Changing marks.
And you can see Coda and Farm My Land with the icons over their heads. So you can know. A minute and nothing. A calm before the storm, if you will. Guys, please still searching. Blackhawk, Bozo, Coda. Again, waiting. There's going to be a big finale. Just when will it be? 90 seconds left. They've taken half the time searching. There's going to be our first kill. There is Narwhal on Soul FM. And Soul died first couple, most of the rounds actually in game 2. It's been just interesting to see how that's been playing out. luckily, again, the best part, not even the best. The big part you have to remember is that even if you go down, you can still be supplying information to the team. So you're never actually done with the game in a game like Rainbow Six. There's always something to be doing. And fully hectic, that could be a big C4. Not going to let it rip. That's fine. You're thinking about it. They wanted it. I know they wanted it. 38 seconds. Blowing a hole through the wall. 30 seconds now. Seawolves are going to have to make a move, but they don't need to go too fast. They have the diffuser with them. They're going to break through the door. They're going to walk in. Yep, that's a big shot to the face. Diffuser's been planted by McGriddle, who doesn't even die. Venishbean, fully hectic. For my land. Oh my goodness, wait a second. Everyone got kills. 3 down. One more. Bozo takes fully hectic before my land got one right before they went down. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-1. And the diffuser could be defused. And what looked to be an impossible situation could definitely be possible. Venishbean takes down number 1, Bozo. And that is going to wrap it up tonight. For NECC Week 1, you get a barn burner to finish things off. 7-5 victory for Buena Vista tonight over the University of Alaska-Anchorage. MVP fully hectic tonight. 10 kills from him, 10 from Soul, 12 from Farming My Land. Again, your top elim getters for game number 2. And thank you guys so much for watching. Cannot do this without you. Shout out everyone who's helped with the stream and get it to set up the way that it is. Our players, right? 11 o'clock almost. I mean, this was one long game. But with a Beaver victory, 7-5, no overtime required tonight. That is going to be it. Again, one last time, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next week. We'll have more Rainbow Six. Actually, I think we have Rainbow Six potentially tomorrow or some Overwatch. Unfortunately, I will not be available to stream those, so hopefully we get somebody to stream it with some commentary. Again, I will be out, but again, we should have something streamed tomorrow, either Overwatch or Rainbow. And then Friday night, Overwatch for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the beautiful. I'm tired. I'm switching up my lines. This was the infamous JV Band JV coming to you from beautiful Storm Lake, Iowa. And we'll see you guys next time. Good night, Storm Lake.